Alright, abusuan yi channel yes so mo akwa bason so emfa wo emra channel so that's why be media je abusuan be so ase ene dey ka wani twa channel so ni dey kwan so abusuan be so subscribe like na wa bo aso ahye adwuma je ma for person be tie no anya bi ati abusuan ye nche ho no maintain nsema ba betodwa che se nsema etwagu e wo social media so na se wi abusuan bomode na akire ya adwen that's why be media je yedamase.
Now Ofori is on the board. Ofori baby assembly record there ebekwa akoye court p na osiki se omoma no political asylum. Yes, Ofori requested for asylum allegedly ebusuan ebebo. Now in the year 2020 2023 and Ofori some majority group in parliament, but then MPP for a majority in parliament. And I'm going to say, Ofori Yeden resign, or sworn resigning. Now, before say Ofori a finance minister, not on my penny Mahamatison. Ofori called demonstration for Castle, or mine on Mahaman Yeden, Muni, His Excellency John Deman by then, or Muni into or no quiet demonstration at John Domani Mahama. Now, a demonstration or in the proud Sena Mahama. So this is somewhere 7 years ago video and I'm a bonjo correct Ofori Wabra no demonstrated at John Domani Mahama.
For me, it was very reminiscent of the 70s during a champion's time, which were really bad times where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president.
Fast forward, when a year demonstration Ofori said economy was not going well on money and koso into Okoye demonstration. Fast forward, Ofori town any MPP nya akonya babemu. Na omo babemu no, and say a year Ofori he is related to a year the president, and he also have a year background of economics and finance. Into omo ka say okay, yeah, member finance minister. Enti obia na oye demonstration tia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abanso no ya ba yenim say he can manage the economy well. Enti Ofori into me manage the economy no, and omo MP then time na kita majority in parliament not too long, as I'm saying 3 years ago 2022-2023 more. Omo ga say debia o mine kona Ofori resign na Ofori ni Joy TV nya nkata nim say omampanyin and I say sorry finance minister Jessica Hwefo man for essay resigning na all kinds of say omo catching on resigning there. It said the all catch a father say on resigning from the daughter into we omo kan ehun hia na say it doesn't really enter asumu ye go tell wa bra Ofori din komo we chere join news
within this state of the economy. Finance Minister, do you agree with those who say that you should not be holding conference within the current climate of the economy? Do you agree?
Well, I think there are issues of the governance of a country. Then these are always important. And I think if you see the way in which we have moderated the advertisement billboards, it shows a party that is sensitive to the current moments of the situation. But I don't think you can ever let the issue of governance go. Democracy is important. It does cost some amount of money to do that. But clearly you can see an environment that is excited about the future by being able to run a congress or conference of this nature in a way that mimics the situation in the world.
Who say resign? Will you resign because of going to the IMF when you said you were not going to the IMF?
That's not a very good question. It's almost like telling a father to resign from his children because he's changed his mind. There are times that decisions have to be made for the survival of a country, and therefore if circumstances such as COVID or Ukraine war occur, which are not typical.
Afi Ofori ababe finance minister we na nsema o ka kire ni majority den no awomo say on resign no enti ya say mpanfo say mpanfo ka say bi say debi ana say ochina semti ene edokoto odua na yejamo Enti no eba asa no Kenofori Atta afiri ɔman no mu na ofiri ɔman no mu no a ɔkɔhyɛ US no na yɛ friends omra me de ne beto wanted list so. Enti according to Dr. Ren me mam kasa enye tenten. Kenofori Atta ya arrange it to court nyambo ochina I arrange it to court. Na court no akɔ no Kenofori Atta ese or seek for political asylum. Ebiana obi was a political asylum as asylum ende. Ye kase political asylum say a mind be shield will be and as all protect will be say yenche no because nipa no a political refugee because why na you say we ye persecuting no up to channel. Yes, ana Kenofori Atta adwin no. Inti no obere abara ne lawyer and the yat bekasa no. Or says that we are persecuting the finance minister. Into Kenofori Atta seeking political asylum. Let's just say already, so that another country, U.S. will show them or protect her because of and it all means a persecuting. And none Kenofori Atta asema oka ache the judge and I say oka judge no. Nti Dr. Ren allegedly and Odisanko.
Namasa back. Yes, sir. Another making is commonsensical. So Manasi Azure per se, and commona a fakene to Furiata. Manasi Azure onim. But he wants to be relevant in the conversation of Kenufuriata and Komono. And inti, oh, Mamekas and Nevisabe spy and then Nevisabe Obwa. The MPP for be a set agenda. And on na soon 88 TB. And Obabontia, no Ababa Beka. I've already told you about Kenofori Atta. Oh, Kenofori Atta, a friend is saying, it is this platform, and apart from this platform, nowhere else. The Krana make a channel. A GAB attorney general and a baby from Kakranga Krebi. Fact of the matter. Kenofori Atta, we didn't call for baby bonnet. Ewa brabo. Not only Ghanaians, even including his close friends of Nigeria for. Ebimu okra, womu. No was stress free woman hop and son or the aduane during the days and MPP opposition na omusu so man ba ekufuado ne ho be kire no na busuanfo bo be kire no waton na busuanfo ajapade and or they support or na they finance ne ho to become president. Omu take chances omu call to even to the extent of contacting their friends in Nigeria. You know, Ekufuado's people, they like that Nigerian connection. It's a fact. We all know. Nana Santibedi too is married to a Nigerian. Ekufuado Mano Bebrenoye, a friend is saying, Omuni Alatafono Nenam. In fact, Ekufuado in the United Kingdom got at a point in time, you know, or worry Nigeria needs Ekufuado has a Nigerian daughter. Yenim send the back girl, no, in Nigeria, no, but Alateni, no. And the boyfriend is celebrating a birthday somewhere in Miankasa, Miami Church and the mommy information. And I've told you, Kenofori Atta, the story of my at a point it affected my warrior. And I am not ready to go into the details. But they couldn't understand because they really thought they said, is this guy But you see, Oba, people who are closer to me, they know the Ofori Atta, Chocho Mucho, once upon a time. Na dear bia, many bia call out da. Which I say, person may be him too much. But medianu be see because that is not any namide buy. Look, Ken Ofori Atta has no intention to return to Ghana. Enya Manasi and Ebabeka. I said it here last year. Second Ofori Atta onyadi obeba Ghana. Emrame kind of people thought to say, oh, what is Papa Ghana? What is Dr. Ren saying? And you see, ukohemi videos bebrea. I talk about Ken Ofori Atta, Ekufuado, and the JB Dankwa. Ekwanya Mufaswa, Omudi Bone Mane affected the nation Ghana. Emu bebreni enim. But they be doing so, you know, experience, they say, is the best teacher. We've experienced it, we've seen it, we've felt it, and we do more dance here. Now, Ken Ofori Atta, a finance minister, a man who once upon a time was referred as quotation, quoting the Bible to make his point, knows clearly that in the Bible, Christians believe that there will be what? A day of reckoning, a day of judgment, a day of accountability. So why is Ken Ofori-Atta running away from accountability? Why is he running away from a friend is saying judgment? Why is he running away from accountability? If truly he believes he is innocent. Because the human rights, no, the fundamental human rights, John Mahama Baye, unte se wateti ya kufuado, ama ya kufuado etwani Africana. John Mahama Baye, mene woka say MPP ye campaign. So if somebody says somewhere and says John Mahama is a president, or the unrespected human rights, nipakono odintro, because as I speak to you now, MPP ye campaign. Flag bearer in Sembibri Ekoso. So it tells you that even the biggest opposition political party are comfortable to even run a campaign under a new government. President John Mahama and a Oman Penyini. So why is Ken Ofori-Atta today seeking political asylum in the United States of America? Many will say the lawyers or China. Womu court could defend the womu case say ice a chicken Ofori-Atta de nokre. Nemo no sa Ken Ofori-Atta no ayachino no. O mind Ghana for one super se womu so chino. Na womu point a womu yenene say. Ken Ofori-Atta chi ayachino no. Ice person of the no Ghana no. Se ice ed the no Ghana Ken Ofori-Atta. Ne mu be den ne mu be chire ne pa. Edienti womo asem a womo kan say Ken Ofori-Atta obi a oman Ghana tete no apɛ no akye no edi ne bone according to the lawyer and someone a de court e de akwa face ICE no. You all know ICE, what you say immigration customs and enforcement. Now listen here and listen attentively. Ken Ofori-Atta, the optional lawyers at the man and they say, this is how you have to go. And yes, sir, ICE Edu Beko Ghana. Woman say, Ken Ofori-Atta and they, you know, waji atum se oye bema ne bema, one bema ne bema dim pemwa gro. Iti ene wasi oye gay. Inti so returning Ghana. Ghana nso achiwade eye bema ne bema warrior. The president of Ghana ebechina two. Number 2 was say in somewhat yedi ato ne so se wabokro no SML ne sa no mani nyina no enya no correct nyina so bi ani ho eye political witch hunt. Itiene no o seek for political asylum in the United States of America. This is the latest news I'm a map. And this is the book a friend is saying the playbooker Ken Ofori-Atta and then the lawyers say America they court. It's the human rights in some and they call or ye gay Ghana for gay or qua ne ho be chire no. Yeah, mano, a friend is saying, yeah, mano, right for a year and a mirror, papa, and inti, and no where they or the jinasu, 2, a political witch hunt, and a person witch hunting. This is Ken Ofori-Atta. Eti, Muma Attorney General, Dr. Akuritinga Asonte, said this is water, Ken Ofori-Atta, or China, one of the lawyers, woman they call court. Or detention center. Nyoma mienu and washeshe. Or say or ye gay. Fishing master adani gay. Just to avoid a year accountability. Just to avoid a kwanya obefaso obeye accountable to the nation. And once upon a time or refer to the nation say a yenema. And it even if he is sicker, he cannot abandon the day Ken Nanaya Kuntum Kununkum Ofori Atta has abandoned Nema to seek for political asylum. This is not something new with the Kufuor's family. This is not something new with the Ken Ofori Atta's family. This is not something new to the JB Danqua's family. They are known for seeking for. Now, let me take you back a little for you to understand conversation. No? You can also research. Now, when you say someone American is fact, and I've told you, Ken Ofori Atta, mi chocho mucho, in some baby ya, mi chocho mucho akachara me, and yan ne, and I may become because mi chocho mucho no, and you free of from a bushim. What you say? Ofri omu ebushim. It means come too much because there are other things involved that become too much. But I mean, can't wait. In 1957, Nkrumah gained independence. I've told you this story and I've told you several times. What happened when the likes of Bedema and share or any WhatsApp platform was now a man for MSHB? Of course, I've told you, and someone maybe can hide no, and seminal who feel say when the men now feel say walk out to be now walk. I can equally meet you because I know my facts. Meaning when someone may walk and media bahane dear, they just say me baby shie gum gigigikim, maybe shie gum bebre of ama wati and someone air cosso. And child, you're paying for the betu just say ya chicken Ofori Atta. A seminar betra bontini, a seminar abaye de oho. And seminal abaye bebre. Who is telling the truth? Ebi mu say ya revoking a visa. Ebi say the visa ne be wu. Pardon me. Ebi say the visa ne be wu. A year friend is saying on the 14th. Ebi mu say on a year February 2024 and the visa ne be wu. And seminal doso. But I don't know about a mao, maybe a mao. I'm a one who said, and seminal, yen yo kura. No one more moki Canada, one more kebi. I have told you, Ken Ofori Atta free Ghana. Maybe who know UK, feely gadochi. And everywhere Ken Ofori Atta kono, alarm about my phone to say, quick ping. Now my back can't Ghana for. Ejidi na esi ye mekani nyina ma wo hu ensem a esi Ken Ofori Atta eye no krese o Canadian visa sene manasi azure kano eye no krese Kenneth nanaya kuntum kununkum Ofori Atta o UK visa sene manasi azure kano me ba be ma wo am wo hu no kre no a e wo Ken Ofori Atta me Ken Ofori Atta. And some na meko details, but people who know me say me name Ken Ofori Atta. What you say? And someone a fan of dear, you catch them. Onye me nyonko, onye madamfo, but then somewhere fuck Ken Ofori Atta who be no, ye bomber money. Mi busao MPP for mi busamo. We a political party, and we serious. I'm a person Ghana for farmers, some we serious. And yes, some person Ghana for whom some we a political party, and we serious. They are. You must sacrifice Ken Ofori Atta, na Ombra Ghana, to account for his stewardship. Yes, he was the finance minister. Onu nana oman Ghana sika no na shenensa. Indi se be ya kwan. Ye nya kwan, ye be si hospital, ye nsi hospital. Ye be bo modia I'm be nwuma efri Ken Ofori Atta. Inti se Ken Ofori Atta edwane. Now the MPP party is supporting him to stay in exile there. Maybe say MPP for say, do you guys want Ghanaians to take your political party serious or nah? Maybe say. because enemy were questions be na eno ene esisi already in some bi wo ha me kan enra owura Martin Pegbu lawyer ekodi ho adanse enra ewo one of the platform I think TV3 okodi adanse wa asem wa me kan ye ansakra ansa na enra na ebeba ama Martin Pegbu lawyer akodi adanse ye asem a Martin Pegbu kan ne say ono de onya ne ntiye ewo evidence ekire se kenofuriata no opeso oye enkrata aware no de tena USA ebe ka kire mo se ofuriata eye aware no opeso oye no tena krum ho oni any idea oni any a friend is saying adwene say obe returning to the motherland Ghana oni. Now you see as someone make we take it very very seriously. I've got a godfather Obomamani about Ken Oforiatta. Emra Ken Oforiatta a free Ghana. Okache me say, son, Ken has left Ghana. He has no plans to return to Ghana. That was a year last year. Emra Ken Oforiatta a free Ghana. This is what me a year godfather no American Okache me. And in fact, me catch say, oh, there be way there. No. It is just a plan to exit the nation Ghana. Now could ban ubi manso. In fact, Ofori Ghana no what try say obenya asetna ewo UK, obenya asetna ewo Canada, obenya asetna ewo USA. These three countries no why yet biasa or press obenya eye eho san kromi ensa we so obenya so enkrata. What try in fact that is the more reason why in Tia or yes say or no one kwada omti wo USA or no one for asifo di omo be called USA no oni ebibeye enkrata warrior wenya eye USA asetna. In fact or try wo UK asetna no enough from sa munim say aya me the lawyer eye friend is saying eba me platform yi so ema ne be kire eye enkrata mu when it comes to UK ekwan be fa so abenya enkrata and the UK no one more immigration system na kwakoye a way say wan wo krom ha ama maame na nkasa wo Akroma na bra bom ama maame no anjina so anji antuma ntro nkrata ase wo ye papa wo hwe wo ba unsanka wo nkrata unless say maame no ye a British citizen no odu kofie no koware na nsa na wasan aba enti Ken Oforiatta knew say UK die la lie ontumi nya asetna. The only way benya asetan say this okofie na ne wo fa asifo bi ana onu obi ye nkrata aware na nipa kono be fani free Ghana ba ana onu so nim say wo Ghana NDC for penache no enti o rule out UK die free mu ordinary chine Canada na Canada nsem no enemeka kire what happened ewo Canada Manase azure etum futregu Ghana fo ani say Ken Oforiatta ewo visa